Hi, my name is Marie-Louise. I lead kids ministry at Shofar Durbanville. Thank you for being willing to serve with the preschoolers. Our focus with this group is to make them feel welcome at Kids Church and welcome in church, and for them to know this is where we belong. Our lessons focus on Old Testament stories, the stories of Jesus, and we teach the kids how to pray, how to worship, how to participate in a group. Parents are welcome to join to help the kids get used to Kids Church. It's not school, so we want to make sure that it's a wonderful environment for them. What is your responsibility as a facilitator? So the first thing is Kids Church is not about being the best Kids Church or having the most amazing crafts. We want to make sure that it's led by the Holy Spirit. So I want to ask that you prepare your heart before the time and ask the Holy Spirit to come and lead you when you serve at Kids Church. Number 2 is to take responsibility for the kids that you're with and the area that you're in. So make sure that you're always aware of where everyone is and that you keep your eyes on them, and then as kids move out or people come in, that you always know who is where. And then number 3 is get to know the kids, learn to love them. Just as when you walk into church, there are some people that you're connected with, that you know well because you've had conversations with them before. I want to encourage you to do that with Kids Church as well. Get to know some of the 3-year-olds, the 4-year-olds, the 5-year-olds. You will find that there are many special kids in our kids ministry. With small kids, structure is our friend. So that's why we've got a specific routine that we follow every single week, and this helps the kids also just to feel safe because they know what is going to happen next. We've got different stations and the kids move between the stations, and they will spend about 10 to 12 minutes at each station. So the reason we do that is we try and accommodate their short attention span. So if they're listening to the story will be for 10 to 12 minutes, and then they can get up and move on to the next station, and so they'll be able to focus on that story in that 10 to 12 minutes. The next reason is that their bodies need to move, so we want to accommodate that, and so part of it is just getting up, moving towards the next station. And then we also have some stations where they're just able to play a game or free play. And then the last reason for stations is that kids learn in different ways, just like adults. Stations is a wonderful way to make sure that we're accommodating the preschoolers' needs. Tips for working with small kids. So it's easy to remember: shrink, play, engage. So the first one is shrink. Make sure that you get down on the floor, go down on your knees and look them in the eyes, or even sit on the floor with them. Touch is really important for kids this age, and it's an easy way to get their attention and to show them love. But we need to make sure that it's safe. So we're allowed to touch kids' heads, shoulders, knees, we can give side hugs. Make sure when you're touching them that you gauge what's happening on their face. Some kids don't like to be touched, so you can ask them, do you maybe want to fist bump or high five? 2, play. So we need to make things fun for them. So that's why when we speak to them, we make things fun and upbeat, and we're super patient with them. And you can do silly things like making them march to the next station, or if you see that their bodies are starting to move and they're struggling to concentrate, to tell them, let's shake off the wiggles. Kids will learn if they're having fun. And number 3, engage. So when you're down on your knees, look into their eyes and engage their heart. Try and find a thing that makes them excited. And it's easy when you chat to them to figure out, maybe it's their outfit, maybe it's them being able to tell you a story. With the grade 1s, it's very easy. You can just ask them about their teeth that fell out. They love showing you. And then when you're teaching them a lesson or learning them something, is to try and see what activates their heart and then engage them on that. Kids Church is church. I remember when my kids were really small, I would have the most profound moments over a Bible story and wheat picks in the mornings. So I want to invite you, come with a heart willing to serve these kids, but the Lord will meet you as well. See you next Sunday.